What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Crossplay, our video game podcast here at the Whatnauts. We are recording this live Saturday, November 6, 2021. This is episode 97. Coming up on today's show, Elden Ring looks awesome. Cool new skins in Fortnite. And Gino has experienced a great heartbreak. We will get to all of that in a bit. My name is Gino Viteri, and I'm joined by Alan Busby. What's up, Alan? How you doing?
How's it going? It's Saturday, but it doesn't feel like Saturday.
Right? It feels weird.
Yeah.
It feels like, well, for me, it feels different because, as you know, I did that stream in the middle of the night. So my days have sort of meshed together starting from Thursday.
Oh, I work today, so weirdly today feels like a Friday.
Interesting. And so you're off tomorrow?
Yeah, I have tomorrow off.
Okay. So that's what it feels like, a Friday. Cause so if you don't know, Alan, I am changing jobs. I'm in that process of switching over to a new job.
Oh, are you? I didn't know.
Now.
Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, thank you. Left FedEx on Thursday was my final day.
Okay.
So Friday I was off, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm just chilling. And then did that extra live stream. Matt Batson, as you know, signed us up for an extra live stream, and the only time slot that was available was 4 to 6 a.m. Eastern time.
Man,
so
that is late or early,
yeah,
I
Or
guess.
early. So we were like, you know what? Let's not just do a gaming stream. Let's do something different. So what we decided to do was try and recreate the entirety of the Twilight film.
Yeah.
And so we outsourced this to several different people.
Yeah.
I think you were interested.
I was, but my work was just busy. So like whenever I got home like later than normal, I was just tired as shit.
Yeah. There was quite a few people that wanted to do it, but weren't able to do it in time. But we still, by the time the stream happened, we weren't ready with it.
Yeah.
We hadn't finished editing it and stuff like that. Well, Matt hadn't finished editing it. So he does want to finish editing it, and he wants to get if more people want to send in some scenes or something, maybe we could have the actual full movie of Twilight.
Wait, the stream says they can't hear you.
All right. Where were we? So Ignacio and Kyle are not here, of course. Ignacio is running late and Kyle is running away. So there you have it. Gino sounds lower than Alan. It doesn't matter. We'll fix it in post. So I'll be screaming. All right, Alan, why don't we, we got a little delayed there, so let's just jump into what we've been playing. So take us into that, my friend.
Well, I'm trying to also make you louder, but yes, housekeeping.
No, what we've been playing.
Well, I mean, but it's the housekeeping jingle that Kyle had me, that he named it as.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
So Gino, what you been playing?
So I have been playing. So Guardians was the main topic last episode. As we know, Ignacio and Kyle spoke about it, and they spoke very highly of it. And I just want to add on to that. I think Guardians. I am pretty sure I said this on an episode before. I said. I think it's going to be a surprise for a lot of people. I think it's going to be very good. And lo and behold, a lot of people were surprised by Guardians. It's I don't think it's a sleeper hit, but it's a surprise hit of the year. I'm loving it. I think it's great. I have not finished it yet. As you know, I'm slower than everybody else with finishing games. But I'm probably like 60-70% of the way through. I have I think 5 or 4 chapters left. So I'm loving everything about it. I know Ignacio and Kyle spoke about it a lot, so I'm not gonna really add much to that. Just my opinion is I love it very much. A lot of random stuff that's sort of like little bugs and glitches and stuff, but that's par for the course for these games like that. Anyway, I loved it. I'm loving Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's pretty good. You're not interested in this game, Alan?
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not terribly interested in it. I know people have been saying it's actually like a sleeper hit and it's really good and they're enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
Game, like I know the big downside people have been having with the game is the gameplay is kind of meh, but it's the story and the characters that really elevate it. And I didn't overly love the movies, so the game's characters and story don't pull me, and the gameplay doesn't sound like it's gonna pull me. And whenever I watch people play it, it just doesn't look like something that's for me. But
that now makes a lot of sense. The gameplay isn't like, it's not revolutionary or anything like that.
yeah,
These characters to me are definitely better than the ones in the movie.
really,
I like these Guardians better. I like Gamora so much better. I think Rocket and Drax specifically is much more he's much deeper in this one. You get to know Drax a lot better here.
yeah, because in the movies he's just the comedic relief mainly.
Sort of pretty much like that. And you know, like he just wants to kill Thanos and all that stuff. He wants revenge and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But in this one, it's much more nuanced and it's much more. It goes more in depth into these characters, and obviously because I feel like we're spending more time with them, so you get to know them better. But I'm having a lot of fun with Guardians. I can't wait to finish it. What else have I been playing? Unpacking. So Unpacking is this cute little game published by Humble Games that is on Xbox Game Pass.
yeah, a lot of people were playing this on stream lately.
Yes, a lot of people are talking about this game, and I had not heard of it, so I was like, you know what? Let me check this game out because I'm a freaking follower. I'm a bandwagoner. You know how I am. I love all the mainstream stuff. So I went and tried out Unpacking, and I know like the concept of it was, oh, you unpack stuff and put them in your room and stuff like that. That's pretty much all. You're unpacking boxes and putting them in a bedroom or living room, bathroom, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like doing that in my real life. Like when I get home from a vacation or something, I immediately unpack. I like to put everything back. So I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to like this. There's something that games do that if you do it right, you got a good game in your hands. And it's if you play with the sounds right. If you have good sound, then that game is gonna keep people in there. Examples of games with good sounds. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Nice little picking up sounds, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like all those little cute little sounds or whatever.
Yeah, when you like pick up something, it's I always think of the burp burp, the little like beeps that it does when you mash A when you pick up a pile of items.
Yeah, it's like these are satisfying little sounds. So Unpacking has every little thing you pick up has a little satisfying sound based off of what it is. You know, if you put someone posted a video that I noticed as I was playing too, is, for example, let's say you get a mug, a glass mug, not glass, but a ceramic mug. You put it on carpet, it does a different sound. You put it on wood, does a different sound. You put it on another hard surface, does a different sound. So they did really well with the Foley of this game. I think it's also very beautiful. That's a beautiful pixel art. And it has this story that you're following of someone that is unpacking at different points in their life. Mm-hmm. So you see them, oh, now they moved in with someone. Oh, now they live on their own. Oh, now they're in college. Bam, bam, all this, whatever. This is their bedroom with their parents, all that stuff. So it's an extremely relaxing game to play. I love when I'm done unpacking everything, and I'm like, and then at the end it wants you to correct stuff because that's not where it goes. And that some of these things I'm like, what even is this? Is this thing like, what is this thing, and how do it where does it go if I don't even know what it is? So there's some little things like that, but I think it's very clever with the way it does things, because there was one thing that I had it in the wrong spot, and then I realized
because if I remember, they glow red when they're in the wrong spot, right?
Yeah, they glow red once you've unpacked everything. Then everything that's in the wrong spot glows red. So something I think I had glowing red, or I'm not sure, but I thought it was very clever where I was like, you know what? This looks like a diary. I'd probably put this person will probably put this under their pillow. So I moved the pillow and I put the diary under the pillow, and that was the right spot for it. So I was like, that's pretty cool. That's such an interesting little tidbit. But yeah, it's a very cute game. I have like I find myself just it's just so relaxing to play, just to like start moving stuff around and putting everything together, unpacking the boxes, and when you finish a box, there's a little, a little pop, and that's it. It disappears. I freaking love it. It's such
the sound of the box going away is super satisfying.
Yeah, it is such a satisfying game to play. So definitely, if you want to unwind and chill, play some unpacking. Soundtrack very nice as well. Very very smoothing, lo-fi beats.
I feel like it'd be more stressful. When I watched Calvin Amazhobbs, friend of the show, stream it, it just looks kind of stressful because it's like, no, things need to go in a very particular place. And like the biggest thing is with silverware where you can't stack it. Like, dude, who doesn't stack silverware?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
There's some things where I was like, why can't I put this on top of this? It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it really lets you, it gives you somewhat a little bit of freedom with things where you want to put them. But there's some things that like I'm not gonna put a nail clipper, on top of the tub. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the tub. Like, I'm not gonna put the nail clipper in the tub. So that wants me to put it in the drawer under the sink. Like that's where it makes sense.
You're like no, the nail clipper would go in like the drawer next to the sink, not like underneath it. Like what the hell?
Exactly.
No.
So there's just small little stuff like that. You could tell whoever designed this game is a very clean person. Everything's got to be in the right place. But it's a very nice game. I love it.
It's good. Good.
So I've also been playing Lost Ark. So Alan, Lost Ark, as you know, I'm the resident MMO player here. So whenever an MMO comes out,
you have to go scope it out.
Yeah, 100%. So Lost Ark, it's in closed beta right now. I signed up for the closed beta. I should actually, you know what? I didn't. I signed up for it, but they also sent me a code. Because I'm considered a New World creator. So they sent me a code for Lost Ark, and I think I have to read this. Give me a second here.
Okay.
I have to. Let's see.
As Gino reads.
Not this one. Right here. Here we go. Okay. As a reminder, please make sure to disclose that you are a member of the creator program and that this access was provided to you by the Lost Ark team. So thank you, Lost Ark team, for providing access to the beta for me.
Big text disclaimer.
Yes. So thank you so much for that. So Lost Ark, MMO plus Diablo. That's what this is.
Okay.
You like Diablo, you like MMOs, you're going to like this game. I like Diablo, I like MMOs, I like this game. Plain and simple, that's the plain and simple thing about it. So to get a little bit more in depth, Lost Ark is a South Korean MMO. I think the biggest MMO in South Korea. As you know, South Korea holds a special place in my heart because of BTS.
Yep.
They are the most famous South Korean K-pop group. Worldwide, international famous. So I think they probably play this game, if I'm being honest. They're gamers too, so they probably play this. So I want to try it out. Been looking forward to it for a while. Do you need to watch the Ignacio in the chat? Do you need to watch the Indiana Jones movies prior to playing, or will I still get the story? Oh, Indiana. Okay, and Lost Ark. Yeah, that was that joke flew a little bit over me.
That's a little bit too complex of a joke for you, Gino.
Yeah, it was. No, you don't actually. So the story of this game, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's the thing. As you guys know, I try MMOs when they come out, right? I don't think any MMO at all, aside from a few probably that I haven't tried, I don't think any MMO I have ever tried or probably will ever try, we'll see, can match the story of Final Fantasy XIV Online. That's a Final Fantasy game, of course that's going to have an incredible story. So I have not been paying attention to the story in this game at all. I just want to play it. you know. From what I know, the story is basically you're looking for the Ark. It's lost. You know what I mean? So,
Well, that should be a title of the game.
Exactly, right? So that's why they're game developers, you know, because
because makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it plays very much like Diablo. You're clicking, you're attacking, you have certain skills. Right now, what I'm playing is I think it's a demon hunter class, and these skills are so flashy, so freaking awesome, so cool looking. But one little gripe that I have is, and this happens for a lot of MMOs, and I guess it's because there's just so many of them that they don't want to have this rarity. Every single piece of armor that you get has the same little image of the armor, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So no unique images for different armor.
They do change after a while, but for an extended period of time, like different pieces of armor have the same little image.
Yeah.
And then they also don't change when you equip them. And I absolutely hate that, dude. I'm a sucker for loot, dude. I wanna have a different armor from the guy next to me, or from the girl next to me. I want all of us to look different.
Yeah.
Like, oh, where'd you get that armor? Where'd you get that weapon? All that stuff. And it's like, I know where you got that weapon. Or maybe I don't, because it's probably the same exact, it's probably a different weapon entirely, but it looks exactly the same. You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't like having that. So obviously this is a closed beta, so maybe later on in the game stuff will be more detailed. Like later on in the levels and stuff like that, I'm assuming. Because as most MMOs you get, Final Fantasy, for example, you start bronze armor, iron armor, and then you just
like the really basic, like low end stuff.
Exactly, until you get to end game and you start getting these freaking Dragon Slayer armor of the 1,000 knives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that, whatever. So hopefully maybe
the Demon Slayer
happen.
armor. Oh wait.
Exactly. So the gameplay is really fun. It's just like Diablo. I love swarms of enemies coming at me and me just throwing all my skills at them and they're all just disappearing. You see the health bars going down. Love that stuff. I've gone into dungeons with random people. And the funny thing is that voice chat is turned on for these. Okay. So they were hearing me, and I noticed like I was saying stuff, and I was like, "Oh shit, you guys are hearing me. Let me just mute my thing," because nobody was talking back. But the other thing that I was worried about was like, is this going to be too easy? Because I'm not having a hard time myself. So if I'm gonna go into a dungeon, am I gonna, is it just gonna be overkill for these monsters? Mm-hmm. Luckily, you can bring up the difficulty. So I went into a hard dungeon and I died. I died
instantly.
Yeah,
you got your shit tossed.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, this is gonna be harder then. So let's do. I had to start dodging and stuff and moving around and it was very fun. It was very fun with 3 other people in there. So I'm excited to continue playing it. On the beta only lasts a week, and then I think the game's coming out sometime early next year. So it's gonna be a while till I get to play it again. But
I wonder if they'll have like a second beta then, like a public beta.
A public one, yeah, I would hope so. But definitely, this is also going to be published by Amazon Game Studios here in the West, which is as you know, they have published New World, which is their other MMO. I yeeted and deleted New World. So, New World's out of here. Don't got time for that. It's all about Lost Ark now. I'm waiting for that one. Very excited for that one.
Man, how are you supposed to get into these MMOs if you just keep going through them like they're snacks?
That's how. Oh yeah, I played that other Elion MMO, whatever. Yeah. Like that one was very cool.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Usually you kind of have like a snack before dinner. You're just eating all the snacks before Endwalker comes out.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. You put it so perfectly. That's exactly what I'm doing. And we're gonna talk about Endwalker later. So,
no.
I want to mention Inscription as well. I don't have that here because I talked about it before. It's like that card game / escape room or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. By Devolver Digital. I bought it and I played more of it. I played for like 4 hours straight at some point, I think. because it's such an interesting game. It gets so hard because I'm not that smart, so
Yeah.
I need to be very meticulous with the way I play my cards in that game. But I I basically, as you continue going into it, you start unlocking different mysteries um that help you. Your goal is to leave this cabin, right? To become free of this person.
Yeah.
So the cards are helping me find things in the cabin so that I can run away. So we can get away. And there's more cards that I'm meeting. Like, for example, I had this fox card or whatever, and he's like, this is the safe code. Go open the safe. And then I found another card there, and that one started talking to me. And then they were like, oh, do this, do that. And then I found another card. They started talking to me. And then everyone starts working together to start beating these people that I'm going against in a card battle or whatever. And it's such an interesting game, but I cannot beat one of the bosses, and I'm just stuck, and I keep looping around, and I gotta start over, and I gotta start over, and I gotta start over. But
Is that ruining the experience for you then that you're stuck, or is it like a yes, this excites me because I have a challenge?
So it excited me for enough to go for 4 hours of just getting beaten constantly.
Yeah.
But not that I'm like, oh, I'm over this, I don't want to play this anymore. Like, no, it's actually every time you lose, the cards that you have found, they remember you already, so they're part of your deck.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to find them again. And every time you lose, you create a death card of all the cards that you've gathered throughout your that run. You can take, like, I want to take. It gives me random ones, and I get to pick the life and the attack from this one, then the cost from this other one, and then the special perk from this other one. So I get to make some pretty cool cards off of that will show up in my deck for the next run. So it does keep it, different every single time. It's not just like I gotta start over and now it's freaking. No, I'm gonna. I know what's gonna happen.
Rebuild everything. Yeah, you're like, great. At least it memorizes it.
Exactly. So I think it's pretty good. It's actually it's an entertaining game for a genre that I've never really been interested in, like card games. I don't really care for that.
Yeah.
But this one's actually it has a nice little spin on it. Very interesting.
Good.
But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of games, Alan. But you got 2 games here. Tackle them. Yeah. Whatever you wanna say about them.
I don't really have a whole lot to say on either game, actually, because I actually haven't played a whole lot of games this past week.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just start by just finishing like final thoughts on, I guess, Demon Slayer for the most part. So I talked about Demon Slayer before. At this point, I have finished it, and by that I mean I've done everything in the game. Like that's.
Did you platinum it?
At least that felt worth. Yeah, I platinumed it. Like I did all the optional missions. I did most of the training. The problem with this game is that I S ranked everything in the game, and I did it in like I spent like half of an afternoon and then like half of an evening. So you could beat like this entire game in like an afternoon.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like this won't even last you like a day. I mean, that's also skill dependent based on mini games and if you're going for completion, but if you're not going for even 100% completion, you're just going to go play the story, you could beat this game, I want to say, in maybe like, I mean, I skipped all the cutscenes because I already know all the anime, so I guess that adds a lot of your time, but even then, like, I wouldn't play this game if you haven't watched the anime, because the thing with Demon Slayer, I mentioned before, it's kind of like the Naruto story games. It's not a great way to experience the anime. It's a way to just... It's another way to kind of enjoy the anime itself. So you won't play this in place of the anime, because if you're watching it for that if you're playing it for that reason, then you fucked up somewhere, because this misses like the entire prologue, the intro. You meet a character later who you don't even understand why, because it skipped the entire beginning. So not a good way to experience it. But in terms of combat, the game's pretty good. There's a lot of depth to it, but you probably have to play online to have that depth, because the AI computers, even on hard difficulty, are a fucking joke. Like I sat one night, I listened to a YouTube video while I was like looking up tips on YouTube about how to edit videos while I was fighting AIs, and it was just fucking stupid easy.
Yeah.
And that's on the hard difficulty, so game short, not a whole lot to it. Watch the anime, play this if you are a mega fan of it. If you're not, then I would not. This game might get better when we get more Demon Slayer, but yeah, right now I can't recommend this to you. It's just not it's not there.
Yeah, like Nasio said in the chat, not a good way to experience the anime if you skip all the cutscenes.
Well,
but I can't imagine like anyone that would pick this up if they haven't seen it. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, that's like Naruto Ninja Storm. Those games are cool, but I've never seen Demon Slayer, so I don't think I should play this, you know?
Yeah, like I said, like I skipped all the cutscenes, but that's because I know the anime. But I didn't skip all the cutscenes because I still watched like big moments that were like super important, that were like parts of the anime where you're like, fuck yeah, let's go. I watched those ones.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah, I watched those ones in the game, and they're still fine in the game, but it's kind of like that meme of like, oh, I want this thing. No, we have that at home. The thing at home, like that's what this feels like. It's the bad version of something better you could experience.
Yeah, man, I still gotta watch that show.
You really
I watched
do.
the first episode and I stopped, but it's pretty. I know it's good. I know it's good to watch.
Yeah, the only real problem with Demon Slayer is because a lot of the first half of this first season is there's not actually a lot of combat. So the game being very action combat focused in its gameplay really struggles in its first half because it just has a lot of filler kind of wasted fights.
Yeah.
Because it's just padding it out. But yeah, that's Demon Slayer. But
all right.
Other than that, I'm still on my Metroidvania arc. So I recently purchased Castlevania the Advanced Collection. Friend of my chat, Joseph Hyped, told me it came out when I was playing, I think, Symphony of the Night, so I picked it up. The Advanced Collection has Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow, and Dracula X, which is just a kind of remastered version of Rondo of Blood. And I love it. I already beat and platinum Aria of Sorrow because that's the first Castlevania game that I ever played. But now I'm checking out the games I haven't played. So I'm playing Circle of the Moon, which I guess is a non-canon game to the story, where you play as, I think, Nathan Graves, who they're not related to the Belmonts to my knowledge, but the game's good. I mean, there's not much of the gameplay to talk about because it plays like every other Castlevania game. It plays the same. Different abilities, but honestly, just phenomenal games all around. Castlevania, so glad I'm playing these Metroidvania style games because they're amazing. I love grinding them. I love leveling up. I like getting all the new abilities and powers. It's my favorite.
All right.
But yeah, you can pick up the Advanced Collection. It's like, I think it's like $19.99 and comes with 4 games. So hell yeah, what a deal. What a steal.
Okay.
But
okay.
That's really it, because again, not much gameplay wise. It's like all the other ones.
All good, all good. All right, my friends, that's what me and Alan have been playing up in this week. I've been playing a lot of games. Alan's just been chilling, playing his Castlevania and stuff. But let's get into a little bit of housekeeping before we get into the news. Take us into it, Alan.
We put a lot of hard work into the shows that we make, and yes, we make multiple different shows here at the Whatnauts, and we'd love it if you would check them all out. You can find out more information on our website at thewhatnauts.com, as well as your favorite podcasting platform of choice. When you type in the Whatnauts, all of our shows will pop up right there. Just don't forget to give us a nice rating and review if you like the shows. If you want to support what we do here at The Whatnauts, patreon.com/The Whatnauts is the best place to do that. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. You can get all kinds of exclusive content at the $3 tier. You can also get a shout out and thank you on all of our shows at the $5 tier. You can support us on Twitch by subscribing to our channel at twitch.tv/the Whatnauts, and we would love to have you all join us for our live streams and talk with us in the chat. And lastly, we have merch. If you want to grab yourself a shirt or a sweatshirt or a mug or something else, go to thewhatnauts.com/store to pick up some merch today.
And we are back.
Because I haven't bothered to set it up yet, so.
Of course, don't worry about it. I would like to thank our Patreon supporters at the $5 tier and above. Sam, thank you so much for keeping us alive and live here on Twitch. Okay, so since Kyle's not here and he's not here to shout out shows, let's shoot the shit. Let's talk about random stuff. So, I've been watching this show called Invasion. So here's the thing. So they are doing, Melissa and Kyle are doing the Leftovers review show. I believe they're doing season 2 right now that's coming up.
Yep.
They're recording that tomorrow at the time of recording this, so it would be recorded, so it probably will be released by the time you hear this, if you're listening to it later on Tuesday, or whatever. So they're doing season 2. I didn't have time to catch up and watch the entire season of Leftovers too, so unfortunately I will not be on that. But the reason I'm mentioning Leftovers is because Invasion has music composed by Max Richter, which is the composer of The Leftovers. So I watched this first episode of Invasion because I've been seeing a lot of trailers of it on Apple TV, and I was like, you know what, this seems pretty cool. This has Professor Grant from Jurassic Park. Maybe let's see what's going on here. So I checked it out, and then the opening credits started, and I was like, this sounds exactly like The Leftovers. Lo and behold, it's the same person. I was like, wow.
Like same thing.
He said the Leftover soundtrack is so good that I'm not going to change it. Let's just use it for this show. So I feel like that's what he did. But anyway, Invasion is quite a good one. I want to recommend that over to the review show, Melissa and Kyle. They probably won't hear this, but just throw it out there. Just throw it into the air there. If they ever do that, I will probably join for that because it's a pretty good show. And if you like The Leftovers, Alan, which I know you do.
I do. I did watch it.
Check out Invasion. It's pretty good.
Where can you watch that at?
On Apple TV, actually.
I don't think I have that, though.
Yeah, so I got Apple TV to watch Ted Lasso because everyone was talking about it. Like I said, I follow what everyone does. So, and then Invasion popped up on there, and I was like, this sounds pretty interesting. They have some good stuff on there, man. They have like some genuinely good things on Apple TV. It's like really consider having this as a streaming service because
but there's so many streaming services nowadays. There's too many to buy.
Yeah, they're putting all their energy into it, to be honest with you. So, Invasion, definitely something to check out.
All right,
but there you have it. All right, my friends, let's get into the news of the week.
I hope they can hear it, but I can. And that's there you go.
Put it. All right. Okay, so I have the first thing here, but I don't know if I want to talk about this one first. You know what? Yeah, let's do this.
Okay,
let's do
all
this.
right.
I'm going to start with this, have a little low in the middle, and then go out big. So, as I mentioned earlier, I have experienced great big heartbreak, my friends and family. But I accept it, and I am okay. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker expansion has been delayed until December 3rd. December 3rd, so a 2-week delay. So I wanna read this because I want to read what I have here. Michael Heim, friend of the show, posted a nice little write-up when they announced that the delay has happened. So let's read this here. This comes from Fanbyte, Michael. Oh no, Steven Strom actually wrote this, but Michael Heim was talking about it on Twitter. Okay. So the update was originally moving according to plan, in quotes. according to director and producer Naoki Yoshida. The reason he gave for the delay was more or less his own perfectionism that eventually led to delays in quality assurance on the game. Yoshida tearfully,
Regrettably.
oh God, this is such a saint, this man, dude. Yoshida tearfully apologized on stream for the team needing the extra time and cited other issues like long queue times that have harangued Final Fantasy XIV since it's seen a massive influx of players in recent months. This decision was made just last Friday. The turnaround seems to have been pretty quick. Gosh, here's the thing, Alan. Cyberpunk got delayed 5 times?
Yeah,
Came out
and
horribly,
that game,
right?
and that was the best game that they ever released.
And it got delayed, like, let's say months at a time. Like, it's gonna take a month now or 2 months or whatever. Naoki Yoshida, Yoshi P, the director and producer of Final Fantasy XIV Online, delayed the game for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks, and he cried. 2 weeks, and he was so sad about it. I am obviously sad about it, but I want to give that man a great big hug. Naoki Yoshida, we love you. Alan loves you. He doesn't play your game, but he loves you, man. He really you love him, right, Alan?
I love him so much. I really want to play FF14. I just my love for him is crippling my motivation to play the game because it's so immense.
So, man, it's so incredible to see someone that cares so much about the game that they're making, and it's such a huge game. This is this is Square Enix's baby right now. This is their cash cow is Final Fantasy XIV.
This is their son or daughter.
Yes, yeah, exactly. This is their firstborn child.
Yeah,
is what this is. And you have the father of this firstborn child that is attentive, is listening to all their friends, being there for them, crying when they're not gonna be there on time. You know what I mean? Like, oh God, it's just I'm okay with it. So, I'm
not even close to playing Endwalker, but I kind of wanted to just pay for Endwalker just to shout him out. Be like, you know what? Just take my money.
Exactly.
Just take my money.
Today alone, right before this podcast, I pre-ordered the collector's edition Endwalker because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait longer, but still, you know what? Let me just pre-order it. Anyway.
You're like, you know what? You mean so much to me. You're crying over this delay. I'm gonna throw more money at you. What? You wipe your tears with these dollar bills.
Yeah. So it sucks for the people, and he mentioned this too. And I was one of those people. He was like, I'm sorry for the people that took time off to play. I literally had that, but luckily now I'm switching jobs, so I have whatever. But I literally had that whole week off to play on November 19th. But it's not coming anymore. So December 3rd is the new release date. This was all part of the live letter, which is live letters are usually like dev updates of how the game's going, what they're going to be adding, all that stuff. So this was another thing that was like 6 hours long. So I didn't watch it. I just looked at the key highlights and stuff like that.
And you saw it.
And I saw stuff like that. So I just want to just go through like the early schedule now that it's delayed. So on December 3rd is the release of Early Access. So if you pre-order it, you get to play a week early. That's when the expansion releases. And then on December 7th is the official launch for Endwalker. And 2 weeks later, December 21st, will be patch 6.01, which adds the raid. The great big raid that everyone's been waiting for.
The 8-player raid, it says for normal mode? Yeah.
Yes, 8-player raid Pandemonium. And then 2 weeks after that, on the new year, January 4th, 2022, patch 6.05 releases, which is the same raid, but Savage mode. And there we have a new currency and new gear and all that good stuff. So they're going to be rolling out stuff. Everything what he said was the patch is ready. Like it's ready to go. The game's ready. It's just he wanted to fix up some loose ends in the narrative.
Mhm.
So this guy blamed it on himself, dude. He says this is my fault. Nobody else like this is my fault. So what a beautiful man to work with. What a beautiful man to lead this game. Of course.
What a beautiful man just in general.
Exactly, 100% a beautiful man just in general. So I found this out, and like I felt my heart tear in half. Like I was like, wow, dude, this like a 2-week delay. But I was like, 2 weeks is not that bad. Gosh, it's just.
I like to imagine that when you saw the news, but for for the love you have for this game and the creator, you were the scene of Undertale where the heart breaks, but then it like puts itself back together.
Exactly, dude. I felt like I said it like I know I'm so hurt right now, but I know this hurts him more. So it's okay. Like it's totally okay. Of course there is a plethora of things from that live letter. It's 6 hours of stuff that is coming to the new expansion. So I'm not gonna go over all that. But if you're interested in Final Fantasy, go check that out. A lot of fun stuff coming out. A lot of new gameplay systems, all that stuff. It's gonna be incredible. They're saying this is their biggest expansion ever to date. So
all right, hell yeah!
Very excited for that. So December 3rd, I will be playing. Gives me more time to finish all these games, guys. So
and you've been working on them too, so you're getting there.
Yeah, there's the positive. There's the light at in this tunnel. So there we go. All right. Oh, Alan, I didn't ask you. How do you feel about the delay?
It gives me more time to not play the game. I mean, if I was gonna play it, I got more time to catch up.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I have another 2 weeks to catch up on 200 hours, 300 hours of content.
I'll get there. By the time Endwalker comes out, I'll be on your level.
Okay. We'll see. All right, number 2 here. I don't know how much we'll have to talk about this, but I thought it was interesting because of stuff we've heard. Bloober Team, the Medium dev, is partnering with Rogue Games. So this is coming from GameSpot. George Yang. Developer Bloober Team and publisher Rogue Games are collaborating together for their next project on new generation hardware and PC. Bloober Team is known most recently for The Medium, as well as Layers of Fear, Observer, and Blair Witch. Rogue Games is made up of industry veterans from many different companies such as Sony, Activision, Electronic Arts, and Apple. In a statement here by Piotr Babieno, the CEO from Bloober Team, says, "We couldn't be more excited to collaborate with Rogue on this incredible project. We pride ourselves on making games that push the boundaries of originality and immersion, and we're delighted to be working alongside a company that shares our vision." So, Alan, I've never heard of Rogue Games.
I haven't either. The only thing I know here is The Medium that Kyle said was okay.
Yeah. So, as we've heard rumors that Bloober Team could be working on a Silent Hill game or something like that. Mm-hmm. Is that rumor just squashed now, I'm assuming? Are they just doing their own game with this Rogue Games, So I feel like I do wanna let me really quickly here check what Rogue Games, because in this write-up here, it doesn't say that they've done anything. It says they're just okay, Rogue Games Inc. Here we go. So they have done that. This looks like a very small. I have not seen any of these games. Wipeout Rush.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not ringing a bell in my memory. So
you don't know Wipeout Rush?
I know the show Wipeout, but I don't know Wipeout Rush.
Oh really? Damn, you're a PlayStation boy. Wow, I've never heard of these games, dude. Monomals, Unicorns on Unicycles, Neon Beasts, Sprawl, Fisty Fluffs, Midwinter, Arcanium, Rise of a Can.
I'm gonna be honest, this Unicorns on Unicycles sounds kind of cool.
Under Depths of Fear, Sword Car. Okay, so no wonder, haven't heard of Rogue Games. I've never heard of any of these games.
So then does that mean this news might be good or bad?
I'm not sure. I don't even know why I put this in here because we barely know much. I feel like it is a surprise to a lot of people, if anything. Because I have not heard of Rogue Games. That's the thing. So I feel like it is an interesting thing to bring out, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, Kyle said the medium was okay, so hopefully working on a new game will be something good.
Yeah, Blooper Games is from their catalog. I feel like the most well-liked game is Layers of Fear.
Also, apparently, Unicorns and Unicycles is I have on the Twitch. It's an iOS gameplay video of the game, but there's no gameplay. Oh my guys, this video is 25 minutes long. Holy crap!
That's probably the whole game.
I want to like skip ahead and see if we can. Oh my god, look at this gameplay.
Okay, so what else do we have here? Rogue is led by industry veterans, bada bing, bada boom, is rapidly expanding its portfolio of signature games across console and PC. This latest partnership represents one of the company's most ambitious undertakings to date. Yeah, it seems like it, because Blooper Games specifically, we've heard those games. We know the medium, we know Layers of Fear.
Yeah.
We've heard Observer and stuff like that. A lot of these games from Rogue Games I've never heard of. So this seems like a good thing for Rogue to do.
But not the other way around.
Yeah, it's probably gonna put them more on the map here. So Matt Casamina, the CEO of Rogue Games, says, "We've admired Bloober's dark and gorgeous games for years, so we knew right away they were the only team to do this crazy cool concept justice." I don't know what concept he's talking about. Yeah, they don't have much info on it, but it seems like they're gonna do another horror game. That's what the idea is. Bloober team is a horror developer, so we're probably gonna see when they announce it. It said terrifying news or whatever, something like that. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens there. And now we know a new company, Alan, Rogue Games.
Let's see what they end up doing.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what happens.
Or how this affects them, but.
So I assume this squashes any Silent Hill rumors with
from
team.
looking at that Unicorns and Unicycles, I would say that's a pretty. I would not want that to be a thing.
Yeah. And we've also heard Silent Hill from someone. Didn't we hear it from somebody? I don't remember. Okay. So let's move on to number 3 here. We got Elden Ring gameplay. They did a deep dive of gameplay this past week. So let me Alan, did you watch tidbits of it, correct?
I watched like the first handful of minutes of it. I watched roughly like the first 8-ish minutes.
Okay, so how do you feel about it? How are you feeling about it?
I think it looks pretty good. I think Elden Ring looks really sick.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for this. Obviously, because I played the Souls games, I loved hearing the main character. I don't remember if they said the name or not, but the main character like backstabbing people and stuff, because then I would hear the kind of Souls like sound effects and stuff. Yeah. It looks cool. The only thing I guess I wasn't super sold on yet until I play it is the riding animals for like quicker movement around the world. Not that that's bad. I just don't know if I was like super feeling that, because Elden Ring obviously like super open world looking, and it looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
But I kind of still prefer the whole like Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Sekiro thing. I mean, Sekiro is semi-open world kind of, but it's a lot of areas just connected. But yeah, I kind of like teleporting to areas and exploring that whole area versus having just the giant open world.
Yeah.
The dragon fight in the trailer looked fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, dude. What's interesting, Alan, is that's sort of what's getting me interested in it. The stuff that you're probably a little off on.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been much of a Souls person.
Yeah.
Seeing the way your character specifically moves, where you could jump now, that like
That's cool.
The character literally jumps. And the I'm obviously I haven't played Dark Souls as much as other people, but the animations for the different attacks here look very
They look good.
cool. Like that long blue sword or something that he brings down or whatever, and like there's other stuff that they do. It looks really cool. So, of course, from the gameplay I saw, it still looks Dark Souls hard. Like it looks that freaking complicated, like very intense.
That's the only thing that I'm kind of wondering. I wonder if there's gonna be some kind of like, how do I explain this? I wonder if there's gonna be some kind of like meeting in the middle, because I feel like with the game being open world and all the running around and traveling, I feel like that would get really, really frustrating if you're dying all the time. So I wonder if there's gonna be a lot more early game fast travel options to get to places more quickly. Or if the game is going to somehow be a bit easier so it's not as punishing.
What the other thing as well that I noticed, that I'm not sure if you saw and what you saw, is because it's open world, with Dark Souls specifically, there's a lot of things where like, oh, I'm not going to get in there unless I beat this person. This random little monster. What they emphasized on at some point in the gameplay was, this forest is dangerous, so sneak around so you don't have to fight these monsters.
Yeah.
So basically there's stealth as well, where I could hide through the bushes and not fight this certain monster so I can get across or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty interesting.
That kind of makes sense though, because Sekiro, while not a stealth game, definitely had a lot more of an emphasis on being stealthy and sneaking up and assassinating people. So I do like how Elden Ring kind of seems like it's going to be the culmination of FromSoft's like evolution of all their games. Like, because I remember the great thing of Dark Souls is always like kind of slow and methodical and kind of grindy battling, where Bloodborne was just pure action, like high octane, get in there and slap. And then Sekiro was kind of a mixture of both. You kind of had to play slow and defensive to block, but then you had to also know when to be aggressive and push.
Yeah. So
and obviously the focus on stealth, but.
The gameplay for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was gonna skip out on Elden Ring, but that gameplay kind of got me interested. I thought it looked really cool. I liked the riding the horse and exploring and all that stuff. I think it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. So I'm looking forward to that now. Definitely want to play that. But yeah,
man, could you imagine for the chat and for the viewers, could you imagine if this game's still like, imagine you saw this trailer and it wasn't delayed, where it was coming out this year. I would have because I was the only one that was like, yeah, on the fantasy draft, just to spoil that one part, I was like Elden Ring, and you guys were like, oh, you think Elden Ring's gonna be good? You see this fucking trailer?
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, definitely. All right, so that is the big news of the week, and just so listeners and viewers know, we are not gonna have a lightning round, which is the thing we end the show with. We're just gonna end here with new and notable, and Ignacio is going to join us for a little bit. As you notice, he has not been here. I said he was running late.
We're going into new and notable. Okay, Ignacio, you wanted to be here for new and notable. Do you want to do it?
Sure, I can take it.
Okay.
It's not that much. So first up we have Final Fantasy VII. The First Soldier is coming out November 17 for mobile. So I'm guessing Gino is pretty excited for it since he is such a Final Fantasy fan.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely gonna play this battle royale from Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna be Cloud. Yeah.
Wasn't expecting it to come out this soon. Considering that,
2 weeks.
Yeah, it was announced quite a while ago with the other Final Fantasy announcements, but we never heard anything.
It's because they can shadow drop it because no one's actually excited for this.
This will be what I play since Endwalker is delayed.
No one asked for this.
Nah.
And who knows? Maybe it'll be one of my games of the year.
Maybe. Who knows?
We'll see.
All right, now you get a little too ambitious.
For sure, you can play it after you drop Endwalker eventually.
Whoa.
Apparently you keep dropping
right.
MMOs.
Whoa.
You keep dropping MMOs that you're excited for.
So next up
we have League of Legends Arcane. Netflix show is out today. That means November 6th. along with a Jinx Fortnite skin.
Of course, you want to talk about fucking Fortnite.
I didn't put it there.
Oh.
I copped that baby, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, Jinx from League of Legends and Fortnite? Oh, heck yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. There's just some skins that you're like, if they come in, I gotta log on just to buy that skin. That's what I did. I did that for Jill, and then I did that for this one.
I'm sure that you did it for the next skin that we're gonna talk about. The one that I wanted to be here to talk about.
Yes.
So, guys, El Chapulín Colorado is now in Fortnite. So, Alan, if you can pull up that video, because I'm sure none of you know who this is.
Well, you would know that I know who that is, Ignacio.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gino might know who he is.
I know, of course I know.
I have no idea who this is, because I don't play Fortnite because I'm not cool enough.
Well, also you are not a Latin American, and also I'm not sure. Okay, so El Chapulín Colorado, for you, those of course who do not know, is a very well-known Latin American character created by this well-known Mexican person that created this show, and also Untitled, which I talked about it on another show.
Yeah.
And so the reason that this is so interesting is that El Chapulín Colorado is a show from the 70s that, of course, I know, and probably Gino knows, because we grew up in a time where streaming wasn't available. We still had to watch things that were on TV, and so, of course, over here, they did play El Chavo del Ocho, they did play El Chapulín Colorado on Open TV. Yeah. So, of course, we know it. Yeah. But I'm here and I'm thinking, what a random thing to put into Fortnite, because I'm not sure if kids these days with Netflix and Disney Plus and YouTube and everything like that would know who he is, even in Latin America. So I'm it's pretty wild. And also, just a bit of context for the character. He is supposed to be like a satire on superheroes. So, of course, you know, Superman, his whole thing is he's faster than a speedy bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. That whole thing, El Chapulín Colorado has a similar thing, which is more agile than a turtle, stronger than a mouse, nobler than a lettuce. His shield is a heart. So he is a parody of superheroes.
When I saw this, Ignacio, I saw a friend of ours, Cesar Torres. He absolutely went wild for this, because he's also he also watched El Chapulín Colorado when he was young, and when I saw this, it was like, wow, dude, it like unlocked a piece of my memory that I had not I forgot about, because I remember watching this show like in the mornings when I would wake up. My mom would have it on or whatever. So seeing this, it is like, it's so surprising. I don't want to say random, because I feel like random is sort of like a negative connotation. It's so surprising. Yeah. It's so surprising to see something like this in Fortnite. And it's so cool that, you know, there is an audience for it. There's people that are going to love this and are going to log on to buy this, especially all over Latin America, because he's a huge character over there. But for people here to also know, it's really cool. So it's definitely an awesome thing. I wonder,
pretty well.
Nice.
But that goes to show you never know with Fortnite. You never know who's gonna pop up. It's gonna be a character from League of Legends. It's gonna be a Chapulín Colorado. You never know.
It's so crazy, dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. What's next, Ignacio? I know you want to talk about
the final one.
Our last new notable is, of course, the Avengers news that we got, Marvel's Avengers news. So they released a roadmap of the content that is gonna come out. And not really a roadmap, but telling us, hey, a lot of these things will be coming out on November 30th.
Yes.
And so, of course, you have your typical things that you would expect here. You have your raid stuff, some cosmetic stuff, of course, increasing the level cap and all that. But the biggest news here is that we finally got a date for Spider-Man to be joining Marvel's Avengers.
Yep.
So if you remember back before the game released, it got announced that PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 owners would get exclusive access to Spider-Man and then we got nothing about it. No news about it. What was gonna happen? We haven't even seen the character in action in the game.
They went silent.
Yep, they went silent, and of course, the game is what it is. I liked it, but I know a lot of people didn't like it, and even someone from Square Enix came out and basically said that they were disappointed with with how it went. But here it is, November 30th. Spider-Man is gonna be coming to Marvel's Avengers on PlayStation platforms.
So
Nice.
very interesting that they would show this roadmap and detail it and stuff like that. That is 3 weeks away, pretty much,
Yep.
and they still haven't shown us Spider-Man.
We still do not know. And also the wording is a bit weird because they're calling it a new hero event Spider-Man.
Oh,
So
interesting.
is this like Black Panther? Is this like Hawkeye and Kate Bishop? What is it?
No
I
idea.
mean, they said at some point that it was gonna be getting a story, but it is weird that they are using this phrasing because, as far as I know, they didn't say that for the other characters.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
yeah,
there you have
there
it.
you have it.
Avengers new content of November 30th. I'll log in to try out Spider-Man for sure.
I
Nice.
don't even own the game.
Ooh, it's a good game, guys. Come on.
There,
It probably is, but I'm not spending the money on it.
there you have it.
Alan,
Well,
you won't even play Guardians of the Galaxy.
you guys are
Exactly.
talking about Square Enix, and we already know who Square Enix's baby is. Okay, so
That's
let's,
true.
Let's relax
Sure.
for this.
Their
here.
child.
Okay, Ignacio, are you staying for this ending here?
Sure.
Okay, all right.
It's
so-
like 5 more minutes.
Yeah,
Sure.
so that has been new and notable, my friends. As I said, lightning round is being skipped. Not a lot of stuff to talk about. So, Alan, what are you looking forward to this week?
I'm not actually sure. There's not really a game I have zeroed in on yet. I might just replay Sekiro for fun because that game's
What about no
rad.
games? What about not game related? You looking forward to anything?
I'm looking in a real life thing. I'm looking forward to hearing back from my job interview I had Thursday morning, or Friday
There you
morning.
go.
So
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
That's
so
about
you're
it.
trying to move. You're trying to change jobs too. Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice. How about
That's
playing
good.
that Guardians of the Galaxy, Alan?
You
no,
should try it. Try it.
Yeah, you should
100%.
try it.
sorry.
Ignacio,
Games that look
Yeah.
good, I'll buy.
what are you looking forward to, Ignacio?
See, guys, I saw that you had very few news here, and I'm not so sure that's true.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure you might have skipped some things, so fuck it. We'll leave it there.
Well, what's one thing
Uh,
on the top of your head that you can think of?
GTA publisher Take-Two has 62 games in development for one.
There you go,
Oh.
lightning round.
Okay, they're awesome.
There was
Lightning round.
of course, as always, I'm looking at Kind of Funny Games daily. Looking at what they talked about
yeah.
on they had several Nintendo news. They had
Mhm.
Overwatch getting delayed. No, wait, we talked about that last week.
Well, that's why there's multiple news shows, so you can get news from a variety of places.
Eh,
I wanted to
Sure.
spend time on Final Fantasy here.
Yeah.
so you wanted to spend time on a game that you will
Gino is
drop.
taking the effort and the time
You
to
will
talk
drop
about what actually
after one.
matters.
I'm dropping MMOs for Endwalker, Ignacio. What is this narrative
Sure,
that you have
yeah.
here? What is
You're
this
as
narrative?
excited as you were excited for New World, and see how that went.
So
That
Ignacio's
makes no
not
sense.
excited for anything. So Gino, what are you excited for this next week?
I'm excited for Endwalker. Always and forever, I'm excited for Endwalker.
Nah, when was the
dude.
last time you played Final Fantasy XIV?
Man.
He's letting
Here's
the
thing,
excitement
here's
build up. He's
here's the
blue balling
thing.
himself.
So we're finishing games, boys.
So-
We're finishing games here. So I'm going to finish Unpacking. I'm finishing Guardians of the Galaxy. Got to
Yeah.
hop into Forgotten City. I'm excited
Gino.
for that. Yes.
Gino,
Yeah.
you're showing these other games love because when Endwalker comes out, no,
That's it,
every other
That's
other
it
game
for them.
it doesn't exist.
That's it for them when Endwalker comes out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, here's something I'm excited for. I don't know if you guys are. Forza Horizon. I don't have the early access because I'm not you know, I really want to play it, but like I'm not gonna pay $40 for when it's on Game Pass, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to play Forza. I'm very much looking forward to that game. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Wow, you guys skipped so many news. Marvel's Midnight Suns got delayed.
My God.
The Animal Crossing update released early. Nintendo Switch has sold 92.87 million units, catching up to the Wii.
That's all lightning round stuff. You're just saying lightning round stuff.
I'm like about to mute Ignacio.
Yeah, well,
Day
there
2
you go.
cancels an unannounced game said to be a superhero
Let
title
me
from
go into
Mafia 3
Discord, go to
devs.
Ignacio's volume, turn him to 0.
Yeah,
Maybe
you still have my audio.
If you were gonna be
recorded.
here, Ignacio,
I'm
maybe
recording
you
my audio.
Should have added some news. As you know, I freaking woke up at I went to sleep at 6 in the morning doing this live stream.
Me
that you
too,
were
Gino,
part
me
of.
too. I also went to sleep at 6 in the morning. You know that.
Gosh. Oh,
I told you that.
God. Freaking crazy, dude. It's been a wild few days, so this is what you get. All right,
Yeah.
this is what you get. Crossplay people, what you get. All right. Shit. What's the next thing? Alan, where can the people find you on the internet?
God, you can find me tweeting at Twitter, on Twitter at Alan Busby, or I did publish a new YouTube video where I talk about chicory at youtube.com/landdonut because I made that name before I branded myself as
Such a
Extra PKK. So
yeah, a random name.
I know, yeah, there you go.
To everything.
That's
funny.
it. That's it.
Ignacio, where can the people find you on the internet?
Wait,
Oh,
did we
guys
talk
are
about
so
the Diablo
loose.
4 and Overwatch 2 delays?
Oh my God.
I don't know, but I don't.
Wait, that's where people can find you is delays? Oh,
I'm
nice.
really I feel like Overwatch 2 should be canceled at this point. Like,
Sure.
forget about that game, dude.
Fine. Niantic shutting down Pokemon Go, Spyro Party Board
What?
game.
No, wait, what? Niantic shutting down Pokemon Go. What?
Yeah. Another? No, Wizards Unite.
Oh,
The Harry Potter
Wizards
game.
Unite. Damn, yeah, I did miss a lot of news.
No, you did. You see, the show falls apart when I'm not here.
News heavy week, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Wow.
heavy, but yeah. But it's okay. So people can find me on Twitter at Ignacio Rojas B. That's IGNACIOROJASB. And let's see what else you skipped. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it there.
You guys could find me at Gino_V Terry on Twitter. And if you like what you hear and Ignacio's voice, you guys can check us out over at the Whatnauts on your podcast service of choice on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Discord. What else we got? Instagram. Ignacio's posted. Ignacio only posts selfies of himself on the Whatnauts Instagram.
Do we have an Instagram?
He posts a
Now
selfie
that
of
you bring it
himself.
up.
He posts a selfie of himself, and the caption is one little news article. Like, Midnight Sun's delayed, and it's Ignacio smiling. Yeah. But there you have it, my friends. This tonight or whenever you're listening to this, I'm like losing it, guys. I'm losing it right now. Ignacio, you threw me off, Ignacio. You're freaking destroying me right now.
Smash Bros. Director Sakurai says he's undecided if he'll make another.
That was like 2 weeks
Smash
ago.
Bros. game.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Ignacio, just make your own little YouTube shorts of just all the we're just gonna make the crossplay short of just Ignacio recording himself talking about what we missed. There's your YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Today, whatever you're
Sounds
listening
like
to, this has been Crossplay, and you have been played.